Good morning, string pickers. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Casey. Today, um, kind of iced in, so to speak. Uh, we had an ice storm move through the area, and everything is covered outside. I will insert a little clip of that here. As you can see, our cane has laid over, and everything is covered in ice. So I'm trapped inside today, and what better way to do it than to come say hi to you guys and possibly do like another review on a piece of equipment that's been around for several years that I acquired. So today we're going to look at my Fender amp. It is the Ultimate Chorus. I think that this amp is a bit underrated. When I first heard of the Ultimate Chorus, the only thing I had in mind was chorus. I like chorus. I like chorus in my music. Artists like Zach Wild, there's a lot of artists out there use chorus in their playing in their signal chain, and this had a built-in chorus. Now this is a solid state amp; it's not tube, but we are going to go through some of its features. What it does have a send and return effects loop on the front, and also we have the stereo effects. There's a mono and a stereo on the front. Then we have the foot switch, which I do have the foot switch for. And of course, you got your clean channel with its own EQ on that side. Then you have your get down and dirty channel with its own EQ on that side. Then there is built-in reverb, and it is spring, and you can turn it up or down for both channels. And then of course the chorus, which you can select the rate and the depth on the chorus. So I like this amp. I had a little bit of backstory. I had spent several years not playing. Uh, I had taken a lot of breaks, which I should be more accomplished than what I am now at an instrument. But I'm not, because I took a lot of breaks over the years. And if you're a musician, you know there is a reason why we get stuck. A lot of times it's because we don't believe in lessons. We're just going to learn it ourselves, or we get stuck on our own thing and then refusing to listen to other people's, or we spend our lives setting music back because when you look at it at the end of the day, it's not a priority. When you have families, it's just simply not. So I went a lot of years without proper music equipment and stuff over the years. So, and then I started getting back into it. Well, the Ultimate Course was, I think, the second amp after the box that I got, and just had started deciding to build my equipment back up. I have one kid grown and gone. I have another 15-year-old. So I run across this on, of course, Facebook Marketplace, bought it used, give $200 for it. And the interesting thing about this amplifier is it belonged to a gentleman that played it, and he passed away. So it was a weird story. For the sake of names, I won't mention any names, but basically what it comes down to was husband and wife are married. Husband's a musician. Wife, is your average, normal, everyday wife. They played. He played music for years and years. Well, he passed away. And when she finally got past the grieving and she ended up remarrying years later, uh, the new husband that come into the picture, he just did not play. And they had this amp sitting in a closet. So he decided he was going to get rid of it. He sold it to me for $200, even delivered it to my house, and he lived way away from me, delivered it to my house. So, which begs the question, is this thing haunted? I mean, really, I don't know. I have gotten really, really good sounds out of this amp, and I don't believe in ghosts or nothing like that, but I just sometimes I wonder when I play through this thing is how it sounds so good compared to the Carvin. Of course, it's a bit underwhelming, but uh, for a solid state amp, I mean, I've been a tube guy for a long time, but I've learned through some solid state amps that they're nothing to be laughed at, man. Solid state amps are where they're at, especially if you need something to practice on or something like it, or a different a different change in your tone. You know, you can get a lot of good tones out of a solid state amp. So, with that being said, I'm not going to try and drag this. Most of my videos wind up being 30 minutes because I don't know when to shut up. So I am going to mic it up, run it through the interface. We're going to check out the clean, the reverb, the dirty, the chorus. We're going to check out all that. But yeah, I kind of feel like that this person, you know, they lost their life and everything, and they had this piece of their history left, and I just kind of feel honored that I can keep playing through an instrument that this person played through. And from what I hear about the guy, he was just as much passionate about music as I was. So, my opinion, it couldn't have went to anybody better. So hang on, let me get things set up, and we will get started with some tones and stuff. And I'll see you back in, maybe 10 minutes for me, maybe 10 seconds for you. Camera to work right. So anyway, we are hooked into the amp. It is just my signal from my guitar to the amp via the A-Core wireless, or I guess that's how you pronounce it, wireless system. Those are pretty cool. If you get a chance to use one, they're great for home and practice. I'm sure there's some out there that you could trust to be on stage with, but as for me, at home, practice without tripping over a bunch of chords. I mean, you can see the chords that I have to deal with already. One less chord always helps out. Okay, so we are on the clean side. And this is, let's see, I've got the reverb is all the way up. I'm not sure how well that's going to pick up in the microphone, but and that's your clean tone with some reverb. Now my bass is set to 3 o'clock. The mid is set to about 9 to 10 o'clock, and the treble is set to about 2:30. And that is basically the clean side, and this is clean side with chorus. If I can reach it, there it is. Okay, now this is where this amplifier shines. I really love the chorus side of it. Now the chorus depth is all the way up because I love the rich sound of the chorus, and the rate is set probably at 1.5. And I have found that that is my favorite chorus setting on this amp, but it is just amazing. but you get the drift. Very, very good sound. Let's swap over now, turn the chorus off, and swap over to the drive channel. Now on the drive channel, we're looking at treble being 4 o'clock, mid being noon, and bass being around 3 o'clock. And this is a sample of that. And way too much reverb for the drive channel, so let me cut that back. I'll cut it back to about noon. There we go. Okay, that's it's got decent drive. The gain, by the way, is turned up to about 2 o'clock on that. It's not even all the way up. So let's turn on some chorus. One thing I forgot to mention about this amp is once the gain gets up past 1, you pretty much need a noise gate on it because it does have a lot of amp noise on this amplifier because this thing is, I don't know if it's just solid state or what it is. Most solid state amps kind of act like that, but this is with some chorus on. My Eddie Van Halen tapping skills are a bit off center. Try to do them tap harmonics. I need to get myself brushed back up on that. But yeah, that's with chorus. So let me get switched off here and I'll get right back with you guys and we will do final thoughts on this thing. And there you have it. That's my Fender Ultimate Chorus. I do apologize for the sound quality. I got to get rid of this microphone and that I'm almost about to swear myself off from condenser mics for music altogether. They're decent for talking, but if you run a condenser and a dynamic into the interface at the same time, that kind of throws some wonky stuff in there. So I do apologize for that. But yeah, that's my Fender Ultimate Chorus. I'm not sponsored by Fender in any way. They are not. They didn't pay me. I've had this amp now for 3 years, and it's older than that. Um, is a nice amp, good amp to have in your home, and it's plenty loud. Didn't mention it, but this is 100 watts of power, and I know 100 watts of tube power is more, but for solid state, 100 watts is way more than you need inside your home. I do enjoy the amplifier a lot. It does have a crazy backstory. I guess that's the reason why I'm keeping it, because I feel like I'm honoring the person that passed away, that died from whatever it was that he died from. But music was his passion, and music is my passion. So I feel like I'm giving the amp a home, and it's going to be around for a long time. Uh, Primarily, I do play through my Carvin. I love the sound of the Carvin. But mic'd up, this amp sounds really good too. Even room sounds amazing. I mean, you would have to be in the room and hear it to understand what I mean. Everybody knows room sound and mic sounds are completely different. But it is tight. It's not real muddy. You can adjust anything on there to get any kind of low end, muddy, black metal sounds, all the way up to the real tight sounds of a lot of rock and roll, heavy metal. You can dial your gains up and down. It's really nice. So yes, that's it for that. And I have some very, very exciting news. I have been a member of a group on Facebook for a long time. Well, not really a long time, probably 5 or 6 months. So what it boils down to is that this group, you post cover song videos. There's rules you have to follow. I've mentioned this group in videos past of this one. However, they give away free guitars, unlike any guitars that you've ever seen. They are just awesome. They're not like double neck over neck. They're front and back. So I have one of those guitars, and all I ever win is a chance to try again. So that's my luck. But anyway, I've won one of those guitars, and I picked one out for a little while now. I've been wanting two things. Wanted to get back into 7-string playing, and I wanted a 5-string bass. There's a lot of songs I want to learn on bass that require 5-string. And so I want to get into that. And I've been thinking, I'm just a broke country boy. I'm doing my best here. So trying to come up with stuff to bring to you guys. And so anyway, now I get that, but all in one guitar. It has a 5-string bass on one side and a 7-string guitar on the other side. So I'm really excited to bring that to you guys. I hope that you'll enjoy that. I'm going to do a full review. They are not paying me at all. All they did, I won this guitar by posting 65 videos on this group. And I worked really hard for it, and they graciously give these guitars to the people in the group. However, I have not once seen a bad review of these guitars, and I think it's going to be 100% just amazing. So we have that to look forward to. I have a pedal showing up in a few days. Look forward to reviewing that here on the channel. And so for now, to keep from running into a 30-minute video, I would just like to say thank you for stopping by. Be blessed, and remember to inspire others, and at the same time, be inspired. We all need that little push out there for our music, and we need to push others in their music, and always remind them that no matter how bad they think they are, they're better. They have so much potential. That's the reason why I'm back into this, is because I know that I can build myself back up to a degree close to what I used to be. So that's it, guys. The doors are closing, and you know what I say. Get out.